Better off sitting than accepting a backup role. Domonique back with us, and Damien Woody joins us for the first time this morning. Thanks for getting up, D. Wood. I'll give you the first crack at this. Do you agree with Stephen A?
Listen, outside of an injury to a quarterback, absolutely. Cam Newton is not a backup quarterback. There aren't 32 quarterbacks better than Cam Newton. There's not 16 quarterbacks right now that are better than Cam Newton when he is healthy. And that's really the biggest thing in this whole equation. The timing of the Carolina Panthers releasing Cam Newton and the fact that this pandemic hasn't allowed teams to bring Cam Newton in to examine the different injuries that has occurred over the past couple of years. Remember, Cam Newton, before he got injured in 2018, was having a better statistical year than his MVP year in 2015. This is a guy that's 30 years old. He'll be 31 in a few days. He still has plenty of football ahead of him.
I think we all agree on that. But, Nick, the question is he really better off sitting out a season than signing somewhere as a backup?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're in a unique quarterback market where just about every team in the league seems set and comfortable with their starter. That'll change by week 3, by week 4, by week 8. There'll be teams who either have injured quarterbacks or quarterbacks that they are out on with a roster around them that they think is better. And Cam will have much more leverage then if a team has some cap room to fit him in. Right now, if we're looking at what Jameis Winston said, Cam Newton should absolutely not come and play for $1.1 million anywhere. And even if he has to wait until next offseason, I think that his market will be stronger next offseason when there are a bunch more teams who feel like they're just a quarterback away and that quarterback's not in their room. So I could understand Cam Newton having the ego to think that maybe I'm not a starter and I shouldn't be maybe I'm not a backup and I shouldn't be treated as such.
I agree with that. He's not a backup. But the reality of the situation is the reality. The Panthers did him wrong by waiting as long as they did. But it happened. The pandemic is working against him. But there's nothing anyone can do about that. I guess at the end of the day, D. Wood, I'll ask it one more time. Are you better off not being on a roster than being on a roster for a year?
Well, I think this is not like Cam is not a running back. I think a running back would be one thing where you have valuable years that you're wasting by sitting out a year. He's a quarterback that's 30 years old right now. So I think even if Cam Newton were to sit out this year, there still will be a market for Cam Newton next offseason because he's Cam Newton. He's a former league MVP. He's a guy that's taken the team to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think we all basically see it the same way. The question is just what's the best way for him to get from where he is now, which is a very difficult situation, to where he wants to be and should be if he's healthy, which is a starting quarterback for one of the teams in the NFL. We'll see where it goes. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.